We are tracking the latest on the coronavirus this morning. Here's what you need to know at 6. Right now, there are at least 160 cases of the virus in 17 states across the country. 2 of those are right here in Georgia. 11 people have died. The latest death coming in California, where the governor has declared a state of emergency. Texas and New Jersey each have a presumptive positive case. Today, House lawmakers will receive a briefing on the outbreak. The Senate is set to vote on an $8 billion response package. That's more than 3 times what the White House initially asked for.
It's 6:04, and meanwhile here in Georgia, a local teen who contracted the virus may have exposed others. The 15-year-old is homeschooled, but he attended class at Living Science Homeschool Study Center right here in Woodstock once a week. Now that private school co-op is shut down this morning. In a letter home to parents, a school official said the center not required to close. That decision was made to be safe. Now parents with children in homeschool co-ops are worried because many of the children attend multiple locations.
It's just the unknown. It's obviously it's made its way here. Where is it going to go next? If it's in Milton, if it's in if any of the kids from that class have it or are carrying it, it's just the unknown.
Health officials have already contacted the families with children in the same Wednesday class as that student, and they've asked them to self-quarantine voluntarily for 2 weeks. The school will reopen next Thursday.
Now today, the state public health lab is going to begin testing for the coronavirus as needed. Until now, the CDC was responsible for testing and confirming coronavirus in sick patients. Now that state lab can perform those tests. It'll reduce some of the workload for the CDC. The agency says it's been sending thousands of test kits to public health labs.
We expect that by the end of this week, the public health labs will be able to test up to 75,000 people. It's a good thing that these tests are going to be widely available, but it also means that CDC will not always be up to the minute in terms of the latest number of cases, especially at a state local health department.
The CDC says it's also dramatically expanding criteria for whether a person should be tested for the virus. We have a crew at the Georgia Department of Public Health. You're going to hear from them coming up in the next half hour.
And severe concern over the coronavirus now impacting air travel in the U.S. United and JetBlue announcing they are both cutting back on flights. And we're not just talking about international flights. We're talking about flights within the U.S. Fewer people are flying right now, which means demand is down. The move just announced within the last 24 hours. Expect to see United cut flights in the U.S. and Canada by 10%, JetBlue cutting domestically by 5%. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you are a frequent flyer, you'll have fewer flight options to choose from, probably even looking at higher ticket prices. And if you work for one of those airlines, be prepared for reduced work hours, hiring freezes, and voluntary unpaid leaves of absence. We are watching to see if any other airlines follow suit this morning. If they do, you'll hear it right here first. Karen.
All right, Carolyn, thanks so much.
And you can stay with CBS 46 for everything you need to know about the coronavirus. We have a special section on our website. It's dedicated to the facts and answers to tons of questions that have been coming in from you, the viewer. Also, it's really easy to find on our new CBS 46 streaming app that you can find on Google Play and your App Store.